Morning, Graham. How are you?
Fantastic to be on the call with you. That's an honor.
Yes. Sorry
Yeah.
about last week. I really apologize for not tuning in on time.
Oh, no, no problem at all. I can't even do that, right? We're busy people, so that's really not a problem. Uh,
That's true.
and it's wonderful to be on the call with you now. Did you get a chance to watch my short little video?
I did. I was going to ask you how syndication is going.
Yeah, we can get into all that, huh? Thank you for watching that short video. That saves us time. So what we can do is concentrate on you and your story and figure out how we can help each other in this business. Tell me how you got into real estate and what you've been up to.
Well, I just I'm just getting into it, really. I am a stay-at-home father right now. My wife makes good money as a nurse.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
the, but the family dynamic is shifting in a little bit, and it's hard for her to be able to work a full day's shift, come home, and be present with the family.
Oh,
Uh,
yes. Yeah.
Before I was staying home with my daughter, I was in education for about a decade, and it's not. It would not be regular for me to work 10, 12, 14 hours a day,
Mm.
not all of it at the school, but be at the school for 8 to 10 hours, be doing things at home for a few hours each night,
Right.
and still be able to be with my wife.
Yes.
So I feel confident that if we flip that script and I'm the one working the 10, 12 hours a day, I can still be with the family. So that's why I'm really diving into something. Real estate became clear as a good long-term play, just through as a stay-at-home dad, I have a lot of time when I'm doing chores and I can put a podcast or a YouTube video on. And
Mm.
so I listen to a lot of Bigger Pockets podcasts, and through that I heard about Pace Morby, Chad Carson, various names, and
Yeah.
it became clear that my hope is to build a small but strong portfolio that can replace our family income, um, and then minimize my time in while my children are young. And then once they're grown, turn that back up and really build family wealth for the entire extended family.
Mm.
Um, but in the meantime, I need to get going. So that's
Right,
why I
right.
joined Gator.
Yeah.
Gator seemed like a good entry point, and that's where we're at.
Fantastic. So when did you join Gator?
I joined Gator beginning of August. I ended up
Okay.
going, uh, signing up for it, paying the fee, and then being out of town for a week with college friends.
Hmm.
And when I got back, I was trying to get back on it, but the reality was, while I was gone, a few things kind of fell apart at home. So the next couple of weeks were getting things back in order and getting things squared. So at
Yeah.
this point, I have an LLC. I don't have a website attached to it because the name I chose is already taken on all the
Hmm.
domains.
Okay.
Uh, but I have an LLC. I have a basic relay business banking account. I have completed the Gator videos that
Hmm.
Morby put out, and then I've also done the safety semester, the ethics semester. I'm up to speed on the underwriting semester, and I'm just getting started on the wholesaling one, just to have more perspective.
Very good. Now that gives you a good knowledge base. Now it sounds like you're just about there on the application now. So I got a recommendation for you. A great community. I don't know whether you come across is Ryan's Community in School. He has
Okay.
2,500 gators in there, all funding deals and things. So it'll help you get started really well with a good education there as well. He's one of the leaders in the community. So I recommend you check that out. It's a good price. It's absolutely free. So
Yeah.
it's the right price.
Yep. That
I
is.
bet made your heart stop for a minute, right?
Oh well, there's the
Yes,
people.
oh, he's got to sell something. No, no. It's fantastic. It was recommended to me. He's leading the way. He's grown really quick, this group, and very good education on Gator and practical stuff. So stuff you can follow and put money in your pocket. So In fact, last time I looked, it was 2.3, and now it's 2.4K members. So he's still growing very fast.
Yeah.
So, and there's always people online and things like that. So, I joined Gator second time they opened it. So it's well over 2 years now. I'm in the
Okay.
elite Gator. Um, so you watch the video, but right now I'm concentrating on two things: the large multifamily, and I've just published these books today on Amazon.
Oh, good.
Listing a large multifamily and demystifying commercial real estate. Um, so those are available on Kindle right now, but paperback and the hardback come out next week. They take 3 days to actually sort themselves out.
All right. Very cool.
And another thing which I'm really excited about, because you got from a story that lost everything, took lots of risks. One of the biggest missing components from that, and anybody really in real estate, is economic access to legal counsel.
Mhm.
Because if you're in real estate, you need an attorney. You'll be dealing with contracts and complicated situations and large sums of money all the time. So that's why we need an attorney every time we do a deal. And not only that, deals go wrong and we need an attorney, or we get sued, or personally we have a car accident or whatever. So last week, I wish I'd known this 20 years ago, because it would have been a completely different story. It's economic access to legal counsel for just a monthly subscription. So a bit like insurance. You
Okay.
have insurance in case you have a fire or a flood or something. It's a low monthly premium. Well, it's not really low anymore. It's supposed to be low for when that
Yeah.
unexpected disaster comes, right? So, and this is the same sort of thing. It's an attorney in your back pocket. So whenever you come across a situation, you can pick up the phone, talk to an attorney, no matter how little the suit is. Maybe it's a dispute at a shop or something like that, and you want to return your money and they refused. It could be as simple as that. So, for instance, when I was kicking tenants out all the time, I'd go to court and representing myself. It's a straightforward case and not pay the rent. Surely the judge will rule in my favor. The number of times I ended up in court and they got legal representation and their attorney, and it's entirely free from them because they're the tenant, right? uh, uh, they get them judge to postpone it 30 days, and they can do that up to 3 times. You're losing all the money. And I thought, man, I needed an attorney. Why didn't I get an attorney? Because I was losing so much money and I couldn't afford it.
Right.
So last week I came across Legal Shield, which is a company that
Okay.
puts all their attorneys on retainer, millions of dollars. So you just have to pay a little monthly fee to have an attorney in your back pocket. So I'm also
Okay.
promoting that.
Mhm.
Um, and you can check it out. No obligation, of course, but I feel I have to mention it because it's so amazing. tinyurl.com/G Norris if you want to check it out. So yeah.
All right. I'll pull that up.
So yeah, my YouTube channel, I'll bring that up as well. That has about my large multifamilies, which is the main focus in real estate. And
Mhm.
another reason why I'm excited about attorney in your back pocket. Um, let me bring up the playlist. It's an educational thread on multifamily.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's do that. Put that in. And then if you come across any deals over 100 units, you can certainly send it to my email. And our EMDs as a gator, they range from anywhere from 100,000 all the way up to a million. So you're not messing around with little figures here. So, and
Yeah.
you can squad up with other gators. You can come up with that 100K or whatever it is, 500K. You'd get paid at closing. We roll the original amount into the deal, so you have can get quarterly distributions and a share in the equity. So you'll get three streams of income if you participate in these deals. So
Okay.
closing, regular monthly income, which you need because you have regular bills, I presume, like most of us. And then the share in the capital at the end of it, which is great. Yeah, we use typically you double the asset value over those 3 to 5 years. So it's a nice return on your money.
Nice.
Yeah. So
And where are you looking for these large multifamilies? Are you all over the nation, or are you trying to stay in one or two?
largely red states at the moment. Main focus is obviously local market in Knoxville, but also Atlanta is a good place. I like northern Texas, not the hurricane prone areas where insurance is crazy stupid.
Yeah.
Um, I'll consider looking at Florida if it's the right deal, but again, that's hurricane prone. So insurance is the number one killer with large multifamily.
Yeah.
Right. It's the single most horriblest bill and it kills deals. So anywhere where there's not anywhere hurricane prone, right? So but largely southern and red states. So that's probably the best answer.
So
Yeah.
probably not Washington State.
No, that's right. Yeah, yeah. And then of course we're fussy. So these deals are probably one or two a year. That's why I'm doing the legal shield as well. Because we'll only do one or two of these deals probably a year, but they are life changing. Like for instance, we do charge a 5% acquisition fee. So if we were taking down a $20 million project, that would be $1 million at closing that we would get paid.
Wow.
So
That
it
is
is life-changing money. Yes. You don't have to wait around a long time. You know, so playing this game. And then this, if you come in as a gator, you see the wrestling side of it, it's large EMDs. So you make a nice immediate fee, regular income, and a share in the profit. So,
yeah.
and you come in as a business entity.
Yeah.
So those videos on my YouTube channel explains a little bit more. You can dive in if you feel so inclined. But where do you want to be, Nathan, in 5 years' time? Where do you see yourself?
In 5 years, what I'd love to be doing is building my own portfolio of properties.
Hmm.
Uh, a mix of long, probably truly a mix of long-term properties as well as a few that are dual purpose as midterm and short-term rentals, um, and refining that either be in the refining phase or still be in the building phase of my portfolio such that I'll be getting to a point where I have teams in place who service the properties, who maintain the properties, who
That's
do
very important. Yeah, yeah. If I was to do anything less than 100 units, there are service companies that do this, and you can actually buy them off the shelf, as it were, these long-term buy and holds.
yeah,
So you send them the money. They do all the maintenance, the management of the property. They've put the tenants in there, so it takes all the sting and pain away. And also, you can invest in these anywhere in the nation. So of
yeah,
course, you're not going to make as much, but there's a lot let hands off, and the pain of managing properties because that's where I went wrong as well the first time round is
yeah,
having these smaller units. Had over 100 doors, so it's a full-time job managing them. And you say, Graham, why didn't you get a management company? Most of the good ones don't want to be bothered with those. So the
yeah,
management companies that do want to be bothered steal from you. All right. Don't manage it properly and then experience. So you end up having it back. Ask me how I know, right? So
yeah,
I learned the hard way. So if you can do it through a servicing company, as I say, that's ideal. Or if you end up with local ones yourself, you can do what's called syndication. So
hmm
you get into a syndicate of local operators of mm, property portfolios. And I
okay,
didn't know about that until fairly recently, that those existed.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of that helps you with scalability and again management and things like that. So there's ways to do it. So when you get there, it's explore those areas thoroughly because that'll help you a lot of headache and
Yeah.
pain. And it's a job if you're doing it yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which, to a degree, I don't mind. I don't mind if it is a job for me. I just need to get. I need to get my income through real estate to a point where my wife feels comfortable moving from full time to part time, or
Mm,
even just being the full stay at home, so that I can be the full time. I don't mind doing a lot of work on my rentals. Granted, I would rather not spend all my time on my current rentals whenever I get them, because then
mm.
I'm not adding more properties.
Right,
So I
right,
think there has
right.
to be that balance as well. But
Yeah.
I'm not shy of doing a lot of grunt work and
No.
chasing down
Yeah. I'll tell you a
efficiency.
little story. It prompted your story prompted this. I had one at one time I tried Airbnb. It was I got the hold of the control of the property by renting it out with agreement with the landlord to do Airbnb, and that was
Okay.
great. It took a bit to achieve that, and the money was fine. But here's the thing: I had a couple of guests rented it over Christmas, and you know the story, right? They're trying to call me on Christmas Day and things like that because there was snow on the steps and they couldn't get out. And I thought, oh, come on, you're adults. Yeah, okay. It's my
Yeah.
responsibility to clear the snow, but you can clear the snow.
Yeah.
I thought I've had enough of that, you know. I mean, with the tenant with the apartments, you know, I had them calling at all times of night and day as well, you know, with toilet issues or whatever. I thought, "Ugh, I'm never gonna manage again, you know. This is just it ruins your life. You see your family life and your time off and things like that, you know. So I know you're a hard worker, I can tell, but there's times when you don't want to go. So I'm telling you, I promise you, I
I believe it.
promise you, you'll have like domestic arguments about it. I'm sure you'll
Yeah.
see. Warn me
Boundaries are
ahead of time, you know, and try and rescue you from that. So yeah. Mm.
very good.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions for me?
Um, I had one a moment ago. I don't know if I wrote it down. I forget many things. Um, no, I guess at this point, no, if I find any, if I come across any large multifamilies, I'll definitely reach out to you and I'll check out that YouTube channel you posted there. I'll
Yeah.
pull those links up real fast.
Yeah. And then check out the Legal Shield thing because that'll save you a whole bunch of money if
How
you
much are
stick
you
with
spending on Legal Shield?
It's 29.95, I think, personally, and then there's a business one for your business as well. So you can get both, depending on what you want to do. Typically, I think it's 64.50 total a month.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's better than car insurance, better than house insurance, and this protects your business
Yeah.
and your personal life. So, oh, and identity theft as well, up to $3 million. And
That's,
you know, all our socials were compromised, all of them in
yeah.
America. Yeah, they're on the dark web. So we have to be very strict with our passwords now and everything else, and because they were compromised. I don't know
Mhm.
how they did it, but they managed to do it.
Yeah.
So Legal Shield, it's called ID Shield. That one, that's identity theft. That one's $14 or something a month. So it's better than LifeLock. LifeLock's only $1 million. This one's $3 million protection, and it covers your bank accounts, all your credit cards, all your passwords, your emails, all your social media sites. You
Hmm.
know, so if you're relying on Facebook to do your business, it'll protect that, for example, because that's a common one. They do a fake Facebook and lock you out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Pace lost his Instagram. Do you remember that?
When did that happen?
It was about 6 months ago. He lost it for 3 weeks.
Really?
The
Wow.
amount of money he lost during that period of time cannot be calculated.
Yeah.
Relies on it.
Hmm.
Yeah, it went down. It's shocking.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. So you'll cover all your YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, anything you rely on to do your business, all your social media platforms. You've got to protect them these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll do that. So if you have any questions, if you do check it out, if you have any questions, get back to me on that.
All
Uh,
right.
yeah. And I recommend it because it's a stream of daily income as well. If people do sign up. So
Yep.
just full disclosure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you might want to do it yourself as well. you
Yep.
know, yeah.
Understand.
Very
Yep.
good. All right.
Multiple streams of income is a good idea.
It is, especially for our colleagues, and protection that they need. So yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Nathan. I really enjoyed connecting with you. Do book another call with me if you fancy. Any more questions or anything like that? All right.
I'll keep in contact and let me
Yeah.
know if you're ever out in Washington State
Yeah, I will.
for
Thank you,
dinner.
Nathan. Yeah. All right. Wish you well. All right. Bye bye for now.